Hi, welcome to Teacher Inspiration Station. So I just wanted to do a video on what I plan on doing on the first day of school. Now I know it's summer, it's the second week of July, and the fact that I'm thinking about this early is a record for me because I never think about this stuff until August. But I'm not doing anything, I don't have any plans, and I kind of just want to. Like, I have a YouTube channel, a teaching YouTube channel, and that's what I've been focusing on this summer, and this is just something I want to do. But if you're a teacher, do not feel pressured, like, oh my goodness, I don't have anything planned yet. Relax, enjoy your break, you just got off school. But right now, this is enjoying my break by me doing this stuff. So I just wanted to share with you what I'm doing on the first day of school. Now, I like this planner, but I have a confession to make. It is not practical. Actually, let me pull these out. I tried to do some planning in these boxes. They're so small. I have no idea how anybody, any teacher can utilize this to do any kind of planning. I actually did like a little sample one to try. I didn't get very far. So yeah, if you're a teacher and you know how to use this to make it work for you, please let me know, because I have no idea. And I also got the classic size, so the boxes are even smaller than the regular sized planners. So yeah, it's not practical for me. So what I did is I went into my stash and I found these lined papers, and I also found these I bought recently in the my teacher accessories kit, and they have the checklist, so they also gave you some lined paper. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to treat this like a notebook and just write my lessons on the paper. So that's what I did. I wrote my lessons on the lined paper, and as you can see, I like my plans to be very detailed, and I am someone who usually types up my plans. I like typing up my plans, but I did have fun just writing them out. I just found it enjoyable, therapeutic, gave me a chance to kind of just sit and think about what I wanted to do. So I just wanted to share that with you, maybe give you some ideas on what I do. And one thing you guys should know, which you probably already do know, is that there are 1,000,001 ideas out there. And there's so many things I wish I could do on the first day that I just didn't get to. Like, I would love to do a poem of the week to start off the week. Not doing that on the first day of school. And I would love to do bucket filling, bucket dipping, and all that, but no room for that on the first day of school. So I'm just going to share with you what I'm doing, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to also be decorating my planner because that's just fun. And yeah, there's no point, it's just fun. It's just fun and motivating. So 9 o'clock, the kids come in, and I have their names on the table. So I have their name necklaces on a table. They find their names, and then they go and get a book. So there's a circle of books and a bin in the middle, and the kids go and they find a book and they sit and they read their book. They're usually extremely quiet and sweet. They're coming in, I greet them and all that jazz. And so after the kids are settled and they're sitting on the carpet, we play a game called Word Hunt. So I just quietly sing the song. I say, we're going on a word hunt. We're going on a word hunt to see what we can find. And I just sing it like that. And I said, who can find the? And all they got to do is search in their books to find the. And when they get it, I say, raise your hand if you found the word the. And they raise their hand, and I give them a high five when they find the word. So it's a nice little way to build their confidence. You can also choose to kind of write the word down on a whiteboard and show them the word so they can match it. And you can even do letters, like a letter hunt and things like that. I just find it's just a nice way to break the ice. They're not so scared. They like it. Next, okay. Next, we have our meeting. So what I say to the kids is I say to them, I start that whole clapping thing, like, and then they repeat. They usually know what to do. Or I can say, if you can hear me, clap once, or you can do all that. I just found on the first day of school, they're just so quiet already, and it's just easy to get their attention, right? So I get their attention and I say to them, I say, okay, we're gonna put our books away, and I'm gonna count slowly from 20 to 1. And as I'm counting, I want you to get up and gently put your book in the bin. And you have to model, you have to be explicit. You don't just say, okay, put your books in the bin. You have to tell them exactly what you expect from them. You have to tell them, remember, we're not pushing. And what should you do if there's kids putting their books away? You just wait and be patient. And I've never had a year where kids push each other, shove. They probably do the best job they've ever done all year on the first day of school, honestly. So I put their books away, and I take the bin, I put it away, and I have them gather in front of me, and I do that whole welcome, and I introduce myself and all that jazz. I like to open it out with the rules. Like, I like to start things off with the rules. This is what we're doing. This is what I expect, and all that. So I'll ask the kids, what are rules? And so I get a couple of responses of what rules are, and I'll ask, why are rules important? And I get some responses, and I introduce them to the rules. So I have this on chart paper. So my rules are listening ears, quiet mouths, walking feet, helping hands, look at the speaker, and respect yourself, others, and property. And then we briefly kind of go over them and what that means. I try not to keep them on the carpet for too long. And this is things that I talk about constantly throughout the entire year. So I just want them to have a general idea of what our rules are. Put a little happy face because school's starting and I'm happy. Right? Yeah. Okay, so that's what we do. And then what I do is I focus on one of the rules. I just highlight the ones that definitely respect yourself, others, and property is one that I highlight. Helping hands, quiet mouth, listening ears. Those are probably the 4 big ones that I highlight. One of them for throughout the week. So what I mean by highlight, I mean we focus on listening ears for today, and I ask, what does that mean? What does it look like? Give an example of how you use listening ears. And then, and I also bring up the point of what if your friend is telling you to do something that is not right, is wrong, are we going to listen to that? And I talk about that as well. But mostly I'm focusing on, following instructions, and, if someone tells you to stop doing something that's bothering them, you need to listen to that. So that's kind of what I focus on. And then we do the writing. So they write and draw about listening ears. So I literally just have a paper that says listening ears on the top, a little box for them to draw, and some lines for them to write. Next, I give them opportunities to write and draw. I don't give them markers at this time. I just give them crayons. Because I find markers, I don't know how to fix this, but I find markers to be a huge drama. On the first day of school, I guess it's okay. But eventually, I just find kids to get so possessive over markers. This is my marker, this is my group's marker. And I don't know if you guys have any tips for me on how to deal with that, but I've been dealing with that for years, and I don't know. It's been an issue. Anyways, with markers, you also have to show them how to put the lids on, and you could do that on that day, but I'm just going to stick with crayons this year. And then you give them opportunity to write and draw. Now, one thing is, you're gonna have some kids who finish quickly. Like they scribble something on a paper, they're done in 2 seconds. Send them back. Say, oh, can you add to your picture, add some more colors? Just send them back. Because then what ends up happening is you're gonna have a bunch of kids who say they're done in a couple of minutes. But if they insist that they're done and they've added to it, then I just say, okay, get a book. So yes, there are times where kids are going to be done their work and they actually are done. I just let them get a book on that first day of school. Next, I have them do like a sharing circle, or just have them come to the carpet and have different kids share their work. And then we do like a school tour and recess safety. So I show them where the washrooms are, the washroom procedures, you go with a partner. Safety rules outside, where to line up when the bell rings. And this you're going to have to do every single day. You're not going to just tell them on the first day of school and they get it and then they're good. No, you got to tell them every single day. So, let me see. Kindness changes everything. Let's do this. This is cute. So yeah, so that's what we do. And then so then after that we have recess, and then when they come back I do the read aloud of First Day Jitters, one of my favorite stories, and I have a discussion. I ask, what are jitters? And raise your hand if you had first day jitters today. And then I introduced the book. And I said, this book is about someone who had jitters on their first day of school. And let's read to find out what happens. And so I read the book. And if you don't know the book, it's a really cute story. And it's actually the teacher who has the jitters on the first day of school. So I just find that really cute and haha funny. And then we do first day feelings graph. So you give students a circle, which is their face, and they draw their first day feelings. So they can choose from nervous, sad, upset, excited, and happy. And I actually make the graph in front of the kids. And I draw what a nervous face looks like, so the squiggly mouth. I show them what a sad face looks like, excited and happy. That way when they're drawing it, they have something that they can refer to and see what the faces look like, how you draw the faces. And then they work on that not very long, like 5-10 minutes. And then they come to the carpet and they graph their feelings. So they come up and they plot their faces on the graph. And then we analyze the graph. We talk about how many kids were nervous, how many kids were sad, upset, excited. And then we talk about how many more kids were nervous compared to happy and things like that. So we kind of do a bit of graph analyzing. And then I just kind of have some fun with them. We have a movement break. So a big part of my program is music. So we do a lot of songs. I think as a kid, I used to love doing that stuff. I used to love it when my teachers played music and did all that. So that's a big part of my program. So we do Can't Sit Still. It's on CD, a song I have. Bananas of the World Unite and Five Little Ducks. So we just kind of sing and have a bit of fun. And then I play the game. Hi, Adrian. And then we play the game Grab a Question. And I'll link down below the website where I got this. So basically you get a bin of different questions, and kids come up and they pull out a question and they sit in a circle. And by the way, when you get them to sit in a circle, you can't just say, okay, make a circle. You have to be explicit of what you want them to do. You say, okay, at the count of 3, we're going to stand up. All right, we're going to hold hands and we're going to sing the song. Make a circle, They make the best circle on the first day of school. It goes downhill after that. No, they usually do a good job, but like the first day of school, they do an amazing job. So you tell them to make a circle, and I have the first question be, what is your name? So before I have someone pull a question out of the bin, I just have the first question be, what is your name? And they say, my name is. And I also have a jewel. Like this really cute jewel, it's a paperweight, but they love it. They think it's a real jewel, expensive jewel. And I said, whoever has this jewel is the one who speaks. So I take it and I pass it around. My name is blah, blah. And then the questions, then we play, grab a question, they pull out a question and answer it. All right, so and then after that, we go over the lunch rules and procedures. Then we have lunch, and then we do something after lunch called a lunchbox glyph and graph. And I'll link it down below, but basically glyphs give information about someone. So for example, it might say, if you have siblings, color the handle of your lunchbox red. If you do not have siblings, color the handle of your lunchbox blue, or whatever. So basically someone who looks at the glyph can get information about the person. So those are fun. So it's a glyph activity and a graph, so we do that. And then I can have students share their glyphs and graphs after. And then we're going to have calendar. I usually have calendar in the morning, but today I'm having it in the afternoon because I didn't really have time in the morning for calendar. So yeah. And then afterward, we go over the rules of recess again. We're having our next recess. We go over the rules again. And again, I'm going to have to be doing this every single day until June, basically. Every day. And then they have recess. And after recess, I find they're so tired. Things go downhill as far as their energy levels and getting good quality work from them. So many times I've given them work after this afternoon recess and they have to do it again the next day because it was just so garbage. They scribble something on a paper, handed it in, and they're just not fresh. So I keep that in mind when I'm doing an activity. I keep it basic. They're still learning something. I do a lot of hands-on activities too during that time. And then, so the read aloud is the kissing hand. I have a confession. I've not read this book before. Sorry, I'm not even decorating. I'm just chit-chatting away. I have not read this book before to my students. So this will be the first year for that. I do know what it's about, though. It's about a raccoon who's scared about the first day of school, and his mom says, "Oh, my love is with you," and she kisses his hand or something. I don't know, something like that. And then the lesson is going to be, oh, that tear happened at a perfect spot. Look at that. Boom. Oh, It's covering up some of the word here. You know what? I'm going to tear it. Maybe give it a nice little edgy look. Let's see. Is that working? Anyway, whatever. It's not that cute, but whatever. I'll add a pencil because the pencils are cute. All right. Boom. That's cute. Okay, so yeah, so I read them the kissing hand, and then their activity is I cut and paste sequence activity. It's literally 3 pictures they have to put in sequence. So I cut and paste, put it in sequence. This is good learning. I learned them teach them how to use a glue stick. You put the lid on after, you untwist it, and you're gonna have to be doing this every single day until June. No. But, you know, you do have to teach them every day about how to put the glue away, how to put your paper away in the recycling. Do not take it for granted that they know what to do. Do not take it for granted. Explain everything. And then after that, they're done. They can get a book to read. And then I introduce activity time. And I keep it very simple on the first day. I don't put out a bunch of materials. I put up a couple bin toys like Legos and Connects. Play-Doh, tell them how many kids, writing and drawing, books, and then there is a kissing hand matching letters game that I might do that day. We shall see. At this time is the time where I can pull kids, like later on in the year, I can pull kids and work with them one-on-one on certain things, and everyone is just engaged and doing what they're supposed to be doing. I don't have a lot of kids. What's hard? They're just busy, right? I like it. And then at 3 o'clock, I get them to tidy up. And you can explain that when you play a certain song, that is a signal for them to tidy up. So you can introduce that on the first day. And I talk to them about dismissal procedures, like kids who go to daycare, where they're supposed to go, kids who go outside, make sure you see someone, make sure you say bye to me before you leave, don't just take off. And then they get dismissed, and that is my day. And I'm realizing that I'm chit-chatting here, and I didn't even decorate it. So I'm gonna do that now. And yeah, that's the first day of school. And honestly, I overplanned because I know that on my first day of school, I didn't put prep in here. I have a prep, but I don't have my schedule right now, but I know I have a prep. And also, the first day of school, the principal usually wants to do an assembly. So that's going to be taking up a chunk of time as well, the welcome back assembly. And I did not put those in my plans, so I know that I need to include that. I know that I overplanned. So teaching is my jam. That is so cute. And I'm going to add a little apple. And that's cute. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. So these are my plans for the first day of school. And like I said, this planner is cute and all, but is it very functional? Some people I've been watching on YouTube, some teachers, they got the bigger size one, and they have been putting in their own papers, like their own 8.5 by 11 papers, punching the holes and sticking them in the planner. And that's a good idea. I kind of wish I did that, but I don't want to spend money on another planner because really I don't need to do that. That's a wasteful. But this is working for me. I like this. I think this is really cute and very motivating. Very motivating. So that's it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.